Todd Crawford. When I was growing up, they had magazines that showed the reining horses and the stock horses from out here on the West Coast. And that was always, it always kind of drew me to, wow, I wonder what that's like. That must be really cool, those cow horses. They go down the fence, they cut, they rein. And the people that were involved in it, Ronnie Richards and Don Dodge and Jim Paul and some of the other famous trainers at that time, Harold Farron. And there was always a lore to those people and how they train horses and their style. At that time, you know, there was a big separation between the style of reining on the East Coast versus the style of reining on the West Coast. And that style, I think, a lot developed because of a lot of the trainers training cow horses from California. There was a certain style of a reining horse from the Midwest or the East Coast. That style was a horse was on a loose rein. You rode in split reins. Those horses slid a long ways in their stops. The style on the West Coast was a much more collected, much more bridled looking horse. Those horses that still stopped very well, maybe not quite as far, but they could stop in any kind of ground. You know, back in Ohio, the ground was very well prepared. It was slick, and which enabled those horses to go a long ways. These horses here, again, didn't go that far, but were very powerful doing it. And so, again, that was part of something that appealed to me to possibly be able to learn to do, stop in any kind of ground. The whole thing was much more collected, maybe a little more finesseful than what the East Coast reining was at that time. And then it's kind of developed and merged into one reining. This guy can cut really well. And he's a great horseman, and he can show, you know, very well. All of the trainers now have had to step their game up, and it has made them step their game up to be much more competitive in the cutting, so that they could be more competitive in the event as a whole. When I came up, and Todd Bergen and some of the others, you know, we were maybe more reining horse oriented. Man, we brought a new level of reining to the event. And then here comes another fellow that brings a new level of cutting to the event. It's merged into one really great event.